Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is just get the excess air out of the tube. We're using some needle nose pliers to do that. Once that's done, we're going to grab this yellow tool right here that we slip underneath the rim and catch the tire and pop it over the rim. And then we slide it all the way around. Then we're going to flip the tire over. We're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Flip it all the way around. Now it's easy to pull off the rim. All we do is just grab it, pull it, and pop. Bam, it's off. Now this makes it easy to pull the tire off the rim with the inner tube on the inside. We're going to go ahead and set the rim back up on the bench there, and then we're going to look at the tire exactly where that stem comes out, and we want to pull the tube out, but we want to mark the tire where the stem came out so that we can find the piece of wire or nail that's in it. So we've got to fill it up with air. And so we're going to pump the tube up with air, and then this will give us a chance to find out exactly where that hole is. And when we find that hole, then we can put the tube next to the tire and we can pretty much gauge where that piece of wire or nail is sticking in the tire. So there's our hole there, and we just kind of measure it from the stem, bring it over there and set it next to the tire, and then matching up the stem and then finding that area where we think that wire or nail is. Next, we gingerly slide our hand on the inside of the tire and find where that nail or piece of wire is. Right there. That's right where the piece of wire is. So now I need to get that wire out of there. You can barely see it. It's very small. And we may need some needle nose pliers. So we're going to grab them and reach inside there. And well, we're going to use these pliers, not the needle nose, and see if we can just get a hold of it. It's like a splinter in your finger. It's hard to get, but bam. There we go. Let's get the needle nose. Grab it and pull her right out. See, the reason you got to do this is because if you don't get that out of the tire, if you put a new tube in, it's just going to deflate on you. So you've got to check the tire and make sure that there's nothing stuck in that tire. And now we've got to find another tube, and we've got to stick the tube inside there. And we're just going to go around and see if there's anything else, just in case. And you can feel with your fingers. You'll feel a little sharp edge if there's any more pieces of wire or, snake's teeth or possible, piece of glass or whatever. And yeah, all right, now we just got to go find a 3-inch by 26-inch tube and put it inside there. And bam, Bob will be your uncle when we get that done. Oh yeah. All right, so we found the tube that will fit the tire. It's one of those heavy-duty ones. So this one's much stronger than the one that I had in there. The one that I had in there is a little bit less as thick. This one would protect me against, pieces of wire like that. The first thing you got to do is put a little air in it. You got to kind of fill it up just a little bit, not a lot, just enough to get it round. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get it inside the tire. So what we do is we kind of squeeze it in and just run it all the way around, nice and easy, just like that. And this is going to make it easier to get on the rim. But you got to get it pushed in there. And once you got that, then we go ahead and slip her right on the rim. You got to find the spot. That big silver piece that goes on the disc brakes goes to the left side. So we're just going to go ahead and rotate it around, push the stem through that little hole there, and now we've just got to kind of squeeze the tire onto the rim. It's pretty simple, really. You just kind of go around, make sure it's not, the tube's not sticking out, and it's in there good. And then all we got to do is just squeeze it around, nice and easy. Goes on fast, really, to tell you the truth. You see how it's just kind of pushing around the rim there? Just got to get it all the way around. Keep going until you get it. Don't force it. Then flip her over and make sure you got it on the other side too. And then you just got to get the air on it and fill her up. And bam, Bob's your uncle. Now you got a brand new tube and your tire's ready to go. You can party hardy like the bike rider that you are. Yeah. And we're going to put about 30 pounds of pressure in it. All right, so once you get this thing filled up with air, then we can go ahead and put it back on the bike, which is the next step. And it's pretty simple. I'll show you guys how to do it. All right, I'm going to show you how to put this tire back on this frame for this Electra Ace of Spades super electric bike. First of all, what I did was I put this on the back, so that pops the front up a little bit. And then I can slide this in there and get it hooked on there. It's got to come right in here on these two little areas right there. You see how it slips in there? And it just slips in there and on the other side. And then I'm going to twist this and try to tighten it up. So let's do that right now. You guys get to watch me do it. All right, so you got to be careful when you do it. I'm just going to bring this. That's our washing machine. I'm going to bring it, stick it in between the fork, and then I just got to, at the same time, I'm just going to pull it up to slide it on there, just like that. There we go. Now I can tighten it a little bit. Hopefully I'm not in. Just like that. And I'm going to tighten it on this side. Put my foot under it to hold it up, and then just tighten her. Righty tighty, lefty loosey, right? Now when I get to a certain spot, right about here, I got to kind of loosen it so I can get it to where I got to pop it. I'm not there yet. Yeah, maybe right there. Let me see. Nope, a little bit more. Nope, a little bit more. Don't want it too tight, right? Maybe there, maybe here. Oh, that's too much. How about here? Yeah, there we go. Now it should be on there nice and good. And now I should be able to take it for a ride. Yep. That way, when you go somewhere, you can just pop the tire off, and you want to look and see if you're straight. You see that? Just want to make sure it's straight. So it looks pretty straight, right? Let me pull in like this. I think that's good. Now we can just take it for a ride and see what we think. What I'm looking for here is I want to make sure that it's up on here. And that looks pretty good. And then let's go on this side. And that looks pretty good right there. I think we're in like Flynn, you know what I mean? And that's all you want to do. You just want to make sure that happens. And yeah. All right, I think we're good. Got my disc brakes on right. Everything looks good. All right, so here we go. I'm closing the garage door. And I'm going to go ahead and take this bad boy for a spin, and we'll see what we think. How's that sound? See if our wheel's good. All right, here we go. They're going to ride on the electric motorbike. All right, I think we're good.